Hello, hello, Facebook. Good afternoon, UK. Good morning, good evening, and it's almost good night in other parts of the world, wherever you are tuning right now. And welcome to Live with Scene once again. Welcome to our business page, Rod and Scene page. And today is the day 22 of the magical practices that I had been sharing with you. And before I go any further, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Cynthia Torres Pedro. To those who doesn't know me, I live in London, United Kingdom. I am a mother of 2 active boys. I am a nurse in profession, but mostly working at home. I am a digital business owner because of that, hoping to retire someday. And of course, if I will retire early, then I will have financial security with that. If you happen to be watching right now, you're very much welcome. You're very much welcome to share your thoughts. You can greet me if you want, and you can write anything in the comments box. I will greet you back once I catch up with you, once you jump on. And then if you happen to watch on a replay, you can watch a replay, and then I'll get back to you once this live is finished. Today's magical practice is really very simple. We had been doing this since day 1 of these magical practices, and it's actually the key to make all our desires to come true. And also this chapter, Rhonda, the author of this book, had chosen to share how she had received the list of her desires, what sort of desires did she have, and how long did it take for these desires to come true. And yes, she titled this before your very eyes. So this is like your desires will come true in front of, just before your eyes. So let's start and begin. If you wanted to tune in with me, Rhonda, 7 years ago, discovered the secret of the magical power of gratitude. And she made a list of desires. And she said that it was a very long list. At that time, there seemed to be no possible way her desires would come true. Nevertheless, she took top 10 of these desires and carried them with her in a piece of paper. She had written her desires, her top 10 list of desires in a piece of paper, and then she had carried it with her wherever she goes. It would take her out. She will take her list and read through it, giving as much gratitude for each desire as she could, and as though she had already received it. With each desire, with her number 1 desire, she wanted more than anything else, and she kept it constantly in her mind. So her first desire is the first that she really, really wanted more than anything else. I'm sorry, I'm eating my words. And then she's keeping it. She kept it constantly on her mind. So she kept on thinking about it. She kept on reading it. She will take out her piece of paper, and then she will think of it several times, and then she will say the magic words, "Thank you," multiple times a day, and feel as though it had come through. So that's the key. Feel as though it had come through, and be grateful as much as you can. And then one by one, her desire of list magically appeared before her very eyes. She received her desires. Once she had received her desires, she would cross them off from the list, and then if she's got a new desire, she will add it on the list. So she actually shared that one of her desires from her original long list was to travel to Bora Bora near Tahiti, and that actually came true. It really happened. And she shared that when she was spending her beautiful week at the exact place in Bora Bora where she had imagined it would be, that it happened. Another beautiful thing also happened. When she was flying to the mainland of Tahiti, on her way home, the airplane had stopped to pick up some passengers. At that time, the airplane was empty. And then when the airplane picked up the passengers, the airplane was full to the brim. And all these people were native Tahitians. And all of a sudden, when the people boarded the plane, suddenly laughter, smiling faces, and happiness was palpable surrounded her. So she said she really enjoyed that flight, which she wasn't really expecting. And it was these beautiful people who were really happy and smiling and laughing at the time. And she said that at the time, it became crystal clear to her that the reason why they were happy was because they were grateful. They were grateful to be alive. They were grateful to be on the plane. They were grateful to be with each other. And they were grateful for where they were going. They were grateful for everything. That's the reason why they were really happy, because they were grateful. It's all because of gratefulness. And then it struck her that she had just received her final desire. So it happened that the Bora Bora, the travel to Bora Bora was her last desire, the last list on her desire. And it happened before her very eyes because she had practiced gratitude. She said she had shared this because she wanted to give everyone an inspiration, for us to take it as an inspiration, because no matter how big our desires seem to be, you will receive them through gratitude. So it doesn't matter how big our desires are. As long as we practice gratitude, she said, we will receive it. Even more than that, gratitude will bring joy and happiness for life you've never felt before. And that is alone is truly priceless. So she also shared, she said that from the time that she began using the gratitude and law of attraction, when she received her final desire, it was 4 years after. So she made a long list of desires, and then 4 years after, when she received the last desire she had on the list, it took her that long to receive that desire. There was a reason for that, because she said, to give us an idea of the enormousness of receiving all her desires in that amount of time, why it took her that long to receive all her desires was because, first, when she created her desire, her company was $2 million in debt. She had 2 months before she would be forced to shut it down, and she would lose her home and everything she owed. The money she owed on her personal credit cards was a small fortune, and yet, compared to her desire was really that big. So how is that going to happen? Is it really that possible? So there's this impossibility that her desires are going to happen. But she said on the first paragraphs, her last desire happened through gratitude. So she gave us an idea of what she had on her, what was the list of her desires. So she said, the list of her desires was, she wanted to own a big house overlooking the ocean. She wanted to travel to exotic places in the world. She wanted to pay all her debts. She wanted to expand her company, which was indebted for $2 million, take note. She wanted to restore every relationship to the best it could be. She wanted to improve the quality of her family's lives, to be 100% healthy again. So she wanted unlimited energy and excitement for life, along with the usual list of magical things. And her number one desire, which seemed like absolute impossibility to many people around her, was to bring joy to millions of people through her work. And through to that, this alone, this piece of work that she did was bringing joy to a lot of people, like millions all over the world. Whoever will read this will bring joy, will bring magic, and will bring happiness in everyone's life. And that alone had made it come true. So the very first desire that she received was bringing joy. This was her first desire, bringing joy to every people, and that came through. The rest of her desires magically unfold right before her very eyes when she practiced gratitude. And then one after the other, she was crossing her list of desires after it had came true. So now, today, it's our turn to practice this gratitude and challenge this, challenge gratitude. And take out all our list of desires. Remember when we had, a few days ago, we made list of 10 desires that we really want. Take it all out. If you have put it on a piece of paper, if you have written it on a notebook or a journal, or if you had stored it in your computer, take it out. Put it in a piece of paper and put it everywhere you go. Put it in your wallet, put it in your bag, put it in your phone, put it everywhere where you can see it. And you have to read it as often as you want. She said, if you wanted your desire to come true, you have to read it and think of this desire as often as you want, multiple times a day, and practice gratitude as much as you can. Practice it right from the bottom of your heart. Be grateful that as though these desires had already happened, that this desire, that you have already received these desires. These are the key to make all this desire happen right before our very eyes. Think of it, read it multiple times a day, as often as we want, and then be grateful as much as we can, right at the bottom of our heart. Think of it, visualize it, that we had already received it, even though it hasn't happened yet. That's the key of receiving all of these desires that we want, just like what Rhonda did. And she said that all her list came true just because she practiced gratitude. I think it's not really that difficult to do it. The only key to this is practice gratitude as much as we can, right at the bottom of our heart, sincerely, and feel it within our heart. And we will see that if you're like her, each time you cross a desire off that came true, you will be in tears of joy, because what seemed impossible was made possible through the magical power of gratitude. I am sharing this book with you, this magical gratitude practice with you, because I wanted everyone to actually have a magical life. I have tried some of it and it happened. I still have a long list on my list as well, but I am working on it, and I wanted, just like Rhonda, to have all these desires happen. So if you wanted to do it, give it a try. Take out all your desires, read it every now and then, as often as you want, multiple times a day, and you will see that it will happen right before your eyes. Just like the chapter said, before your very eyes. It's not really impossible. There is no possible. There is no impossible. To God, there is no impossible. All you have to do is be grateful, have faith. All you have to do is your faith, and then be grateful, and it will happen. I guarantee you. I hope everyone's having a good day so far. Thank you for staying with me and watching and tuning in. I hope you will watch the next chapter again tomorrow. This book is almost finishing, and I hope you're experiencing some magical moments and magical happiness in your life so far. Have a good day. God bless everyone. Bye.